Hey guys, Mighty Flame here, coming back at you with another Raid Shadow Legends video. So we're going to do a champion guide on Venus. So if we bring up Venus here, we're going to see that she is a Void Legendary. Absolutely stunning champion, one of the best in the game. Her versatility can take her into any composition that you want her in. Especially if you pair her with her lover, Cupidus. Now, I don't actually have a Cupidus. I would love one. But if they are teamed together, this guy here does massive amounts of damage. And Venus also gets an extra ability, which I've never been able to activate. Removes all buffs from all enemies. Has a 50% chance of granting an extra turn. So, absolutely OP ability on a champion that's already stacked to really set your team up for success. Now, I was actually fortunate enough to pull a Venus very early on in my game. So she's almost booked out. The only one I haven't booked out is that one, because I don't really see the point in wasting a book on her doing damage. She's not a damage dealer. She is a debuffer. So attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 50% chance of placing a 5% poison debuff for 2 turns. Now, this is very, very good for the clan boss. Also, Dragon, Fire Knight, Ice Golem. It's a shame that it's not an AoE hit, but just a single target for 2 turns and 50% on each turn is pretty good. Next one is attack all enemies, has a 75%, 100% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense and a 25% weakened debuff for 2 turns. Now, this is one of the 2 legendary champions that can do this ability and has both the big debuffs, 60% decreased defense and 25% weaken. Dracomorph is the other one, which I'll be doing a guide on later as well. But this one here, you definitely want to get booked out. You want that 100% chance. So no matter what's happening, and being a Void, she's never going to be weak either. So throwing books onto this ability is best return for investment, in my opinion. Burning Passion attacks all enemies, has a 50% chance of placing a HP burn debuff for 2 turns. Can be booked out to 75% and a cooldown here. So 4 turn, 75% chance. If you're having issues with Spider and you've got a Venus, book this out. That'll take care of it, I can guarantee you. I'll show you her in Spider as well. So this is how I've got my Venus. Now, I actually did this build when I got her. I ran her through Minnow, got her ascended and all that, rushed it all out. This is not the masteries you want to be showing on her. I'll actually reset them and when we actually re-gear her. So as you can see, now this gear here is what I've had on her since pretty much just after I got her. So let's take a look and see what we've got here. Attack, so this should be actually a HP or defense. HP here, so the chest would definitely be a defense. The only thing I was looking for here was the speed rolls, so, and of course speed boots. Accuracy pieces here with speed rolls on them and more accuracy. Speed here. And then the set bonuses to complete that with speed rolls there. So you really want to get her fast. You don't. She's not going to hit hard. You want her to be landing her debuffs. So with a 75% chance on her A3 and a 100% chance on her A2, she will need a lot of accuracy. Without that accuracy, she's just not going to be as versatile as what she can be. So running the gear that I've got her in now, and the stats that you've seen, she can do Fire Knight 20, Dragon 20, Ice Golem 20. She's the Venus that I use in my arena. When I was running Clan Boss with her, that's the gear that she was in. So I never had her in Lifesteal set because I had a bad L. But we're just going to do a couple of runs here and just show you what sort of versatility that she brings. So this is sort of my nuking strat. So I'm going to take Draco out and put Venus in. and you'll see that her versatility. So let's just do it this way actually. We don't want this to go drag out too long. So we're going to pop in my Royal Guards. Wherever they are, there they are. And we'll throw on the Prince Kymar as well to reset those abilities. Alright, so we're not looking for damage on Venus. We're looking for those debuffs and making sure that she's got the accuracy and the speed to turn around and do those debuffs straight away. So the way that this is going to work out, Arbiter's going to go first. She's going to turn me to boost. Then Venus's go in. Now Venus goes in with an A2 every single time whenever it's on cooldown. She won't do an A3 unless there's multiple champions, and if her A2 is on cooldown. So we'll just run this through. So she goes and applies the decreased defense and weaken, which is going to make my Royal Guards hit even harder. Kymar's going to come in and reset. So all those big abilities are going to be good for the next run. Now I don't have my Royal Guards stacked out to be doing 150, 160,000. They do just fine in the gear that they're in for Spider. So I haven't bothered tinkering with their gear. Now I actually do run Venus in my original Spider comp as it is, so decrease defense and weaken, and it's 3 turns due to Master Hexer. Another poison there. We all know how effective poisons is on the dragon. There's another 2. So as you can see, guys, you know that 50% procs pretty consistently. She's the only one on this team that's applying poisons. I don't have Kymar in a crit rate set or anything like that. So he's not applying any poisons. Alright, so that's the dragon one. 2 minutes 06, I mean it's not fast. That could actually be good for my Mountain King, I'll keep that. So let's show the Spider run. So the Spider is where she really shines. So this is my usual auto farm. When I'm farming Spider, this is 100% guaranteed because of Miscreated. Miscreated is the one that keeps everyone alive. Now obviously because I don't have my Royal Guard stacked out to do insane damage, they do about 1.1, 1.2 million on the Spider. You know, you can get them up to 1.6, 1.7. But because I don't have that, I use Miscreated to apply the shields on everyone, and that allows them to survive. So here we go. So Venus goes in with the AoE, decrease defense and decrease and weaken. Miscreated comes in with a itty bitty shield because the Royal Guards killed them all. But with Kymar in there resetting, now as you can see the boss still has the decreased defense and weaken, but because all the other Spiderlings didn't have it, she used her A2 again instead of her A3, which actually works out really, really good for us, because in case the Royal Guards get a weak hit or don't crit or whatever it is, then by keeping those champions, the Spiderlings, in decreased defense and weaken, when Miscreated comes through with his A2 and applies the stuns and the shields, he's actually doing more damage, which then increases the amount of shields that these other champions are going to get, which protects them long enough for Venus to do a A3. So we're going to take her into arena. Now, as I said, This is the same Venus that I've used in Arena since I built her out. I haven't changed any of her gear or anything like that. Bloody Torment. Oh, here's the Seal of the Drakes. So let's take this team on. This team looks like a good team. Lysandra, I'd love a Lysandra. Absolutely fantastic champion, Lysandra. So as you can see, she's part of my normal team. Now this isn't a nuking strat, but with Venus, the debuffs that she applies, Warlord and his OP abilities, and Seal of the Drakes, we should be, as long as we're faster. If we're faster, like in every other arena matchup, you're gonna be good. So let's have a look. Let's see if we're faster than this Lysandra. Okay. Oh, whoa, way faster. We don't have an issue here. They've got a shield on, but that's not really going to matter. None of them are in immunity set, so we don't need to worry about stripping or biding our time. So as you can see, with decreased defense and weaken on everyone, now Razan resisted it, so obviously he's got a little bit of resistance there. Seal of the Drakes coming in with 2 stuns. Warlord coming in with his A3 to completely reset everyone's abilities, which just makes things so much easier and so much quicker. Okay, so this is Venus's A3. So as you can see, two people got HP burnt there. We're going to take out their Seal of the Drakes. And we're just going to order it from here. Razan can't take this team down. Unnecessary buffing here. People are wasting time. It's a disadvantage when you're running a team like this. So many buffs and so many abilities that can be wasted instead of just killing the opponent. But that's auto for you. We all know the AI isn't that great, so... Alright guys, that pretty much sums up the Venus guide. I know it wasn't too comprehensive, but when I actually decide to run through and actually change all this gear and try and get more accuracy on it, accuracy and speed are the 2 things that I'm really looking for. As you can see, her defense isn't that great, but with a 112 base speed, if you get her with the right champions, someone can keep her alive. And she just keeps going. Go, 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 go. When you compare it to Arbiter, Arbiter's a 110. So if I get this sort of gear on my Venus, then she'll be going just as quick as Arbiter. So that's what I'm going to be working on. I'm going to be working on building my Venus out to almost match my speed of my Arbiter. I want to get this up to about 400 accuracy. All the rest just doesn't matter. I've had her at 100% crit rate, 250% crit damage. She hits okay, but because of two of her 3 abilities are AoE, the multipliers on them aren't that great, and then the 2 hit A1 it just doesn't do damage. She's there to debuff, and that's what you want her for. You want her to be able to survive. As you can see, I've got massive HP, so she can take a hit. 2k defense isn't that bad. I mean, obviously if you can get 3.5, that's great, but with a 980 defense, it's really, really hard to get it. So just throw more HP on her. Don't worry about attack. Her abilities are scaled off attack, I believe. Yeah, attack, attack, attack. She's not there to deal damage. Cupidus is there to deal damage. So if you got them both, then you can really run some interesting comps. Alright guys, that concludes this video. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Peace out.